Hello, welcome to the video. In this video, we solve exercise number 4-29. Further study of the facility in exercise 4-28 reveals that after registration, 5% of the arriving patients are told to go immediately to a nearby emergency room. And please note that the emergency room is outside the boundaries of this system or the model, and that is for each patient there is a 5% probability of being sent to the emergency room. The patients immediately leave the system and never go to the examination room. So you need to modify your solution from exercise 4-28 to include this new feature and compare your result to those from exercise 4-28, and make sure do not include the patients who are sent to the emergency room in your system time statistics. Okay, so let's move to the arena home screen. So here is our model. First, you need to add this assign module, and further you need to add this decision module, and you will also need to add this record module to record the statistics. Okay, so move to the basic process template, and under the attribute spreadsheet, define two attributes. First one is the treatment time, and second one is the time of arrival, and made sure the entry type is picture.person is already have been selected, and the queue length for both processes is first in first out. There is no change in this module, and for resource spreadsheet there is no change in the resource spreadsheet module, and that's it. Okay, so there is also no change in the schedule spreadsheet module. So after the patient arrive to the system, so there is no change in this create module. You need to first add the assign module between these two modules and rename it as the assign time of arrival attribute, and click this add button and define the attribute type, and name of attribute have already been defined under the attribute spreadsheet, so simply select it and its new value is t now, and then simply click OK and again OK. Alright, so this attribute is actually time of arrival attribute to turn time, that is the T now, so that we can record the statistics of our each entities. Okay, so this is the check-in process. There is no change in this module. And next, add an other decide module. And emergency patient is the patient need to move to the emergency department. So there is a two-way by chance and 5% probability of moving to the emergency patient. Mean the patient need to move to the emergency department. Okay, so after adding this decision module, add an other dispose module to emergency room, and make sure you uncheck this record entry statistics checkmark, so that this information mean the information of the entries who are moving to the emergency room have not been recorded under this record module as mentioned in the problem. So this decide module have nothing changed, and this one is for the assign module, and this one is assigned module for the type 2 type of patient. This is the patient treatment room, so there is no change in these four modules. Then add another new module, that is the record module. So rename it as the record timing system, and define the statistics definition as the type of time interval, and attribute name time of arrival, that is already have been defined or added under the attribute spreadsheet, and the tally name is time in system. Click OK and again click OK, and then go to the home. That's it. Move to the run setup and make sure you set all these replication parameters and its length uh, exactly the same as described in the previous exercise 4-28 or 27. Then simply click OK. So there is also no change in this animation. Now let's run the system. Alright, so let's fast forward it to view the result. Okay, so click this yes button, and here you can see the arrival patient average time is 109.63, and you can easily compare this average patient system time to the previous exercise 4-28, and the time in exercise 4-28 for average patient system time is 111.18 minutes. So Offloading the 5% of the incoming patients right after the check-in reduced the average time in system by about 1.5 minutes for the other 95% of patients who remains and go all the way through this system. And that concludes our exercise 4-29. Thank you.